Hey folks, welcome back to another episode of the Workgrid. Today my guest is Matthew Boyd, Head of Product Marketing at Unily, and he's here to share how they placed as leader on the Forrester Wave Intranet Q2 2024. Listen on. Hey Matt, welcome to the Workgrid Podcast. Can you tell us a little bit about your role at Unily and really your space and profession in the digital workplace arena?
Yeah, hey Rob, great to be on the podcast first and foremost. It's nice to get that invite. Yeah, as you say, my name's Matt. I'm head of product marketing at Unily. So I've been with the company for coming up on 11 years, and over the course of that time, I've had varying roles. Started in marketing. Then I did a few years, many years, in fact, in consultancy and implementations. First, spent a lot of time working with customers who are looking to deploy intranet solutions into their large enterprises. And then I came full circle back to my marketing roots to where I am today in the product marketing team.
Fantastic. And our topic today is, congratulations on absolutely crushing the latest, I can say that, being independent, absolutely
You go, yes,
crushing the Forrester Wave Q2 intranets of 2024. Tell us a little bit about that for folks who haven't experienced working with the analyst, going through the process of explaining the product, going through the demos, trying to unveil the strategy. What does that look like when you're in the hot seat?
Yeah, that's a really great question. I think it's changed. It's changed. It is to say it's high pressure is one thing. I think when I did my first Forrester Wave a little while ago, it was a different experience altogether. It's really come on in leaps and bounds. But the responsibility once you get one kind of leadership placement, the pressure the following year just doubles and triples. So, I mean, it's a highly involved process, and it takes a lot of people to make that happen. The product marketing team at Unily, well, I'm gonna shamelessly plug them. They're amazing. They're really talented people. So that's really, really fantastic. But more importantly, the process itself, it requires not only for you to be able to demonstrate your product in real time, live demonstrations of everything you do, really proving out where you say your value is, but it also requires you to introduce those analysts to your customers, and they have to be able to attest to not only your ability to talk the talk, but walk the walk as well. Does Unily deliver the value that we often talk about in the market? So there's this kind of couple of month kind of period where you're really intensely focused on that. And then for the other 10 years of the month, you're constantly staying up to speed on the latest technology trends, engaging with the analysts, hearing what they're researching, what they're hearing from the wider market. They are really a fountain of knowledge when it comes to the spaces they cover. So yeah, highly involved process, but also really rewarding. It's a great way to have somebody independently analyze everything you do and tell you, okay, you're in a good place, you're in an excellent place, and here's how you go forwards and take that to the next level.
Excellent. And what do you think contributed to the fact that, so for folks who may not be aware, but hopefully what we'll do is we'll actually direct folks to the Unily page where you're highlighting your leadership placement on the wave. But there wasn't too much room in terms of current product offering and highest score. What do you think helped to really contribute to that?
Another excellent question. I think this really kind of talks a little bit to my previous point a little bit as well. The position that we have in the Wave today is the culmination of the hard work of hundreds of people over the course of a decade a decade plus in the intranet space. It speaks to the fact that for um, you know almost 10 years just with the Unily product and all the learnings we had as a professional services business before that, We've really drawn down every insightful piece of information, drawn on every experience to evolve our product in the best possible way to serve the needs of the largest, most complex businesses around the world. We've focused our entire delivery mechanism for our intranet product around how do you really add value in the world of digital employee experience. And those scores across 20 plus categories really highlight that we're not only looking at that in terms of breadth of capability, kind of like the classic checkbox exercise of, yeah, when you ask for XYZ, we do it all. But it's also about the depth as well. It's never surface level. It's always about providing enterprise scalable governance and controls, which allow people to really implement the technology and put it to use in their unique and bespoke way. If I could give shout outs to the 100+ engineering team for everything they've built, I would, but sadly, we probably don't have time for that. And the other thing to note as well is you're right, there is a small gap at the top of that Forrester Wave. But what about the process, what they don't tell you is you're going to see your dot in isolation first, and you don't really know where anybody else has scored. When I saw it, I thought, oh no, where is everybody else going to place? So upon reflection, now it looks like a narrow gap, but it felt a lot bigger when you first looked at it, in isolation. So it's a really exciting result, and speaks to Unily's history as well as where we are today.
Matt, honestly, looking at your dot, I don't think I've seen a dot as high up as that. I mean, it's you are as high as I've seen high on this on the wave over the years. It's fantastic. But Intranet solutions don't stand still. You got top scores in roadmap, but AI is dominating the narratives for future intranets. So what are you going to do next to meet that demand?
It's a really good question. I mean, it's a big question as well. I mean, first and foremost, top scores in the roadmap category really recognize Unily's commitment to constantly enhancing that product offering. So, if we're the highest dot you've seen this year, maybe we can push it even higher next. I mean, our roadmap is always driving forwards, and uniquely very closely executed in combination with our customer community. And I think that really played a significant role because it does speak to a focus on value. But you're right. I mean, in terms of the future of intranet solutions, intranet technology, AI is playing an increasingly significant and honestly pivotal role. For Unily, it really is focused around how you can get past the AI hype and move towards truly valuable implementations of AI. I mean, for those of you who go on to read the Forrester Wave, there's an excellent excerpt which talks about automation and AI are kind of rapidly rising to dominate the intranet space. But they also, Forrester themselves, give a warning about not being blinkered by the shiny AI features, but focusing on the real tangible value. Unily couldn't agree more with that sentiment. And actually, part of our strategy for the future is how do we partner with leading AI solution providers that can truly serve large enterprises with governed AI capabilities. To take Workgrid as an example, an organization with a 10-year history, we said the dog would make an appearance, and there he goes.
There he is.
Yeah, he's here. But take Workgrid, for example. You have a 10-year history in providing AI conversational assistant-based experiences for employees. And it's not surface level FAQ answering chatbots of old. It's revolutionary new transactional agent-like experiences where it uses AI to not only access information and provide real-time insight, but also drives people to the next step that allows them to make progress and achieve outcomes. And that for me is a great example of where partnerships can add huge value in the intranet world, especially as it pertains to AI. So for us, that's where we're heading. That's a big part of what we're thinking about for the next step forwards.
Well, we on our side are really excited, obviously, to partner with you guys. I think there's going to be a lot of great stuff coming out over the next couple of weeks as we start to get ready to reveal what we've been working on. And you're right; they might have to turn that square wave into a rectangle if we execute correctly, and might be off the top someplace. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those people looking to read more, I would highly encourage you to read the Forrester Wave, not just because Unily scored well in the report, but there is full of insights about what it means to have an excellent intranet product in a day and age where the nature of employees has evolved to a true state of digital citizenship. There is a deluge of information that's overwhelming our people, and we're trying to make sense of all of that and increase that organizational alignment and organizational velocity. Reading the Forrester Wave report will give you some of the insights around how intranets are rising to that challenge.
Excellent. And so, Matt, where can folks learn more about Unily and maybe even download that report?
Yeah, so for those of you wanting to get it, you can get it for free from Unily's website. So if you go to unily.com and head to the Insight Center, you'll find not only a link to download the report, but also some of this additional analysis from myself as well in there too. So that's unily.com to download a copy of that report today.
Fantastic. Matt, thanks for joining us today.